Hello, a very good morning to you. As we approach the weekend, a rather wet and windy theme in the weather sets in. Lots of cloud across the northwest this morning and outbreaks of showery rain that are now beginning to merge. And the rest of this afternoon looks pretty cloudy. Heavy rain at times and increasingly windy conditions, especially for exposed western coasts as we get towards this evening and into tonight. Essentially, it's feeling milder over the next few days. There's no danger of any frost or ice tonight, but it will be a wet evening. If you're heading out and about, you'll certainly need to take a coat. Windy conditions, perhaps a little drier for a time, before into tomorrow, the early hours, rain moves up from the southwest again. And as we approach tomorrow morning, perhaps a few pockets of hill fog to start the day. A wet, foggy and windy start to Saturday, and during the course of the afternoon, gradually perhaps that rain beginning to ease off, affording some late brightness in a few spots. But we have a warning in place for wind. Irish sea coast, the Isle of Man, and certainly along our coastline we'll see some large waves, and it's gusty inland too. But temperatures will get to a mild 11 or 12 Celsius. Unfortunately, during Sunday, more rain is expected to move in, and it's another rather windy day. Bye-bye. Thank you. Good afternoon. Into the weekend and our weather looks wet and windy, but at least temperatures will be around average or just above for the time of year, so no danger of frost or ice. The rest of this afternoon, plenty of water on the region's roads as we head into this evening's rush hour, and increasingly windy weather, especially for Irish sea coasts. For a time this evening, it could be a little bit drier. However, into the early hours of tomorrow morning, a band of rain moves up from the southwest. Hill fog. We're free from frost, but a wet start to the day tomorrow, and a wind warning in place from the Met Office. Exposed western coast and higher ground will see gale force gusts. Bye-bye. And we have a weather warning in place this weekend for wind. Some unsettled weather ahead. I'll have the details later on in the programme. Hello again, welcome to the weekend. A rather wet and windy affair over the next few days. It isn't going to be too cold, but there will be some really strong winds picking up across the northwest of England and for the Isle of Man during the day tomorrow. We're free from frost and ice, but the rain could be really quite heavy for a time tomorrow. This evening and overnight, we've seen a few breaks in the cloud. Winds are picking up now, and into the early hours of tomorrow morning, from the southwest, rain will begin to nudge up. As well as that, a few hill fog patches developing before dawn. 6 or 7 Celsius our minimum temperature. And those are the sun times. It'll be setting tomorrow at 3:50. A rather wet and in places foggy start to the day tomorrow, and very quickly strong winds will pick up, especially for Irish sea coast, round the Isle of Man, exposed headlands, but also up on higher ground during the day. The rain itself starts very heavy, eases off a little bit during the afternoon, allowing for a few glimmers of brightness. Temperatures in double figures, but factor in that wind, it's going to feel quite grotty tomorrow afternoon. Sunday, another unsettled day with spells of rain and fresh winds, and low pressure continues to dominate into next week. Have a good one. Bye-bye.